Hello guys, this is Agz&Chad living the dream vlog, and today's vlog we're going to share with you guys
The obligatory monthly budget that everybody has to do when they come over here.
Okay, so if you are planning to live in Siargao for a long term, or you want to retire in Siargao like my husband choose, we are going to share with you guys the ideal budget that you need monthly. So this is based on our budget.
So once again, she wants to keep this short and sweet. There's pieces to it because number one, it's all based on your actual budget, how much money you have to spend, how you're wanting to live. I would say we're living modestly, I guess is the best way to put it. We have made a monthly budget for us. So when she was talking about, this is more for a long term, not if you're necessarily coming here to just even stay for vacation or whatnot. So if you're staying here a month to 3 months or whatever, or retiring here, living here, this is mainly what this is for. So rent, it depends on what you want. We have what I would consider a nice house. I mean, it's a nice 2-bedroom house. And transportation, we're buying our own, but we will discuss what we have paid, what you can pay for transportation. So really what we're getting into is things that you need, that you have to have, and then things that are kind of more personalized for our needs, if you will. So I guess I mean, does that make sense? So to start off with, we'll start off with rent for the house, which is right now we're paying 15,000 pesos a month for rent. But it's already going to go up because I guess that's the COVID price, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's already going to go up to 20,000 after 7 months, which we've made a contract, made a deal. So it is going to go up. So for me to sit here and say, I guess the easiest way to put it is for a 2-bedroom decent house in General Luna, it's your budget is going to be about 20,000 pesos. Like I said, it's all on what you want, your wants and desires. So we're paying 15,000 pesos right now, but it's going to go up to 20,000. So I think it's safe to say 20,000 is the normal price, where we're paying a COVID price at 15,000. So I budget in 20,000 for a nice. I mean, it's nice. It is.
2-bedroom bungalow house.
Yeah. Next is electric. Once again, trying to keep things simple. Well, electric, I get hot. So we've got 2 window units in 2 bedrooms. Of course, we only stay in one. We have been running it at night, all night. But it's been hot. It's summertime, so it's been hot out. So we kind of run it off and on throughout the day, go in there and hang out if it gets hot. So once again, we keep the lights off. Air conditioner is the big electric consumer, but so we haven't been here long enough to average it. Right now, our last bill that we just paid 3 days ago was 26.89, so 2,689 pesos. The month before it was like
1,700.
Yeah. So we have. I think this is going to be high or normal, but right now 26.89 is what we paid, which isn't bad, I don't think.
Let's talk about the groceries. So my husband will give to me all the money and I will budget it. So what I will do is each week I budgeted 5,000 for food, for snacks, not including the eating out. So usually I buy meat, I buy fish, vegetables, fruits, some snacks for Chad, and then drinks. So sometimes when he doesn't buy expensive snacks, I spend below 5,000. But if he's going around checking all the stores and finds snack that he want, that one I spend like really 5,000 pesos or more than. And then if I will buy meat, I buy meat good for 1 week. Sometimes we don't cook all the meat, so we can use it another week. So for 1 month groceries here, we budgeted 20,000, 5,000 per week.
And with that said, I mean, and it's something to say. I'm not a healthy. I wouldn't say that I've been a healthy eater, but I'm getting older, so I'm trying to really kind of watch what I eat. So when she's saying that, there's not a lot of junk in there. We don't drink soda during
Yeah.
the week. C2 is my go-to drink that I will drink, but and then some chips, some bags of chips, and that's about it. So once again, kind of a little bit of a modest grocery list, if you will,
Yeah.
but it works for us. But that's what we're spending.
And then for groceries here, usually there is a big grocery shop here. It's in Pure Gold. They call it Pure Gold in Dapa, but not all the things that you need you can find it there. So and it's kind of far, so we choose to do our groceries nearby.
We go to the local market
yeah,
and the meat shop.
we will go to the wet market. I'm buying the vegetables, the fish there, and then there's another shop where I buy meats, and then
Snack
other snack shop in the sari store around. So it's like in one day we do a lot of.
Yeah, sometimes it's a I don't want to say a day. I don't want to blow it out of proportion and make it like it's a day-long event, but you may have to jump around from certain areas.
Yeah.
Pure Gold, it's a grocery store that comparable to the U.S. I think the problem there is they don't always have a lot of stuff because everybody from the rest of the island goes there to buy their wares for their sorry store. So they go and they stock up. So it's hit and miss. Go there, check it out, but it's hit and miss what they may or may not have.
Yeah. So usually we spend one day of buying things for a week, and then the next is eating out. So me and Chad have a cheat day. So he decided to have to do it on Friday. So on Friday, the maximum amount that we're spending when we eat out is 1,700. So usually we go to a nice restaurant here. They really have a nice food. So he's gonna order a full pizza for him, and I'm gonna order either a sandwich or whatever. And then he will order 3 beers. He'll order a Coke. He ordered dessert for dine in. He will order dessert for takeout, and I will just order a dessert. One dessert for me, 2 dessert for him. That will cost like 1,700. So we're only eating out every Friday, but there are certain times where we're kind of busy, and then we need to eat out. We will
Like
spend
for lunch or something like that.
Or we cannot manage to cook. I mean, I will not manage to cook because we don't cook. We're spending like
I think I'm
400.
making spaghetti today or something. I don't know.
The next is internet. Baba, you explain.
Well, and I do want to say, I know she's got rolled up in there. In the groceries is water. So we have decided to always have some water on hand, and where we get our water from. When I say water, 5-gallon jugs of drinking water. It's right down here, and they only deliver total of 10. You have to order 10 in order for them to deliver it. So what we do is we go down there monthly and we buy 10 50 gallons of water monthly, to always have some kind of on hand. It gets a little short at the end of the month, but we're kind of stocking up to where I think we'll pretty much always have 10 bottles on hand. That's 300 pesos.
Yeah.
That's 300 pesos a month. She's got that rolled up in the grocery, but I just wanted to let you know the drinking water for 50 gallons is 300 pesos a month. Unless
you don't have the empty one, and then you need to buy a gallon itself.
yeah, so how much is it
230.
each?
Yeah.
So that's what's that 230 times 10, right? Is that what you said, 2,300?
Yeah.
So if you were to go for the first time and buy 10 without having your empties, 2,300
Yeah.
pesos. Once you have your empties, then it becomes 300 pesos
Yeah.
a month.
You're going to refill it every month, and you will spend only 300.
Yeah. So anyhow, just of note. So the next is internet. So internet. I don't want to say it's near and dear to my heart, but I do want to go into a little bit of detail about this. So, internet, you hear how internet's not very good on the island. We had a Globe prepaid
Home Wi-Fi.
home Wi-Fi, right? That we got in Laguna, and we brought here with us. It worked, but I'm not going to go into all that right now. It seems like once it worked, and it worked fine. It wasn't the best internet, but it worked fine. But then we ran into this. It would get down low, right, and then it would stop working. So you would charge it, and what we put on there like the first time?
1499.
No. How many gigs?
1499 for 150 GB.
Okay, so 150 gigs. It was working. Loaded it, boom, working. The next day, it's slowing down again. We looked, and it's like we used all 150 gigs that night. No, we didn't. We reloaded again. Same thing, was working. And then that's when we're like, we're done with it, and we started using our phones, which that can add up too, using the data on our phones. So long story short, we contacted, we was put in contact with somebody that installs internet. Basically, a lot of resorts are using this guy and putting their internet in. We paid how much total?
Yeah. When you're going to install it, you're gonna pay 15,500 and then 1 month free. And then if you are going to pay it after the free month, you will pay 1,500.
So 15,000 pesos. The key to this, so it's not that expensive, but it sounds expensive. It works. As far as my concern goes, it works like you're in the States. Next, phone. We went ahead and got how many GB? Is it 5?
Yeah, we are using a postpaid plan, which we are paying 599 per month.
Yeah, each. So 1,200. Just call it 1,200 pesos a month. So unlimited calls, unlimited texts, and then I think we got the 5 gigabyte.
Yes,
plan.
5 GB.
So we don't use our data here. We just use it if we're out.
And then transportation, guys. So usually they have tricycle here. Tricycle. If you don't have transportation, so if you're coming here long term, it's preferably you need a motorcycle. So right now, guys, we are renting a motorcycle. Per month is 5,000.
And then 840 pesos for
Yeah,
gas.
for motorcycle per month 5,000, and gas you will spend 840.
So with that said, we do get out a lot. We work out every day, and that's probably about the furthest that we go, because it's a ways to go to the gym where we work out at. So we do drive, but local here, I mean, we go to Dapa once every 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Depends.
we go way up north a few times. The point being is, on average, about 840 pesos a month. Now, with that said, got here, we rented a motorcycle. Well, the first time we came, we rented what they call a Beat, which is a small 110, and I'm not an expert on scooters, but a scooter. I just didn't feel it was too small, so I wanted something bigger. And they rent Beats for 5,000 pesos, right?
Yeah.
They rent Beats for 5,000 pesos a month, so that's what matters. We got here, and they had an actual Honda Cafe Racer, 15,000 pesos a month. Kind of somewhat expensive, but most of those motorcycles may or may not be well maintained. They're not new, is what I'm trying to get at. So to me, it's not worth paying 15,000. That's just me, 15,000 for something that looks cool, right? So we drop back down to what they call an XRM, which is a 125, a little bit more comfortable for me, and we're paying 5,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
So I would suggest anyone that is wanting to rent anything, there's XRMs and Beats. I don't know how much a Click is. A Click is a Honda. They've got different kinds. I'm just saying Honda is a Click is a 125. I'm assuming it's around 5,000. So you're going to pay around 5,000 a month for a scooter or some kind of transportation. We, as Agz just mentioned, I bought a big bike. Anyhow, it's on its way. Once it gets here, if you have your own transportation, then obviously you don't have to do that. So there's that.
So, and then another one, this is not applicable for everyone, but for us, and especially for Chad, he needs to work out. So, our monthly budget for the gym membership is 3,000. Per person is 1,500. So, every month, every weekdays, we're going to the gym. Weekends, that's our off. So, Chad needs to stay fit now because he is getting old.
Yeah. So the previous things that we mentioned is pretty much what everyone. You need your rent, you need a place to stay, you need electric, you need to eat, you need your water, probably need internet. However you feel about your phone, and then transportation. So these next three items are personal choice, whatever you need. She just mentioned gym, yeah, 3,000 pesos a month, and then I also take supplements. So I throw in this little health section, but supplements and whatnot, we're spending about $10,000 or 10,000 pesos a month on those, and then it gets into miscellaneous. So miscellaneous, obviously, y'all know is who knows what it is. And just a heads up to anybody that is coming over here, you got to think about there can be emergencies. So we have budgeted in for us, just a little over 100,000 pesos a month, right? So when you go through everything we just mentioned, there's that leftover section and that leftover portion, which is around 41,000 pesos, right? So 41,000 pesos we have extra if we do want to eat out more than what we need. If we do want to go someplace, the intent of that is it becomes kind of more of a savings / emergency fund that we can use to travel. But for instance, our cat, we had to take him in to the vet because it was bad. Long story short, we spent we spent over $1,000 on him. So I would always have that extra over. Point being is that we are living on around what 50 normally, let's say, without the gym, the health, and the other miscellaneous, we're 53,000 what is it, 53,000 529 pesos. It's $1,000. So our budget is $2,000 a month, but the have to have piece of that is $1,000, $1,100 a month.
Yeah, and then to add up that one is because we came here and then the house that we rented doesn't have a complete things. Like for now, we are planning to buy a water dispenser, water heater, and then what else?
Well, I don't know.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
Like
the bottom line is
Yeah.
we're still kind of settling in, so
yeah.
we're having to use some of that miscellaneous to purchase items to get settled. But I guess really the whole point of it, if you're coming here to live, if you build and you buy, okay, there's obviously expenses for that, but then you don't pay rent. If you have your own transportation, you don't have to pay for that. And once you're settled in, you don't have to. You're talking about $1,100.
Yeah.
53,000. No, I'm sorry. That's including rent. You take rent out of there, you're talking under $1,000. So I didn't even do the conversion on that because rent is 15,000 or going to be 20,000 for us. But you take that out of there, that's what 33,000 pesos, under $1,000 a month to live here on the island. Once again, modestly, you can go way up from there. Or I don't know how much lower you can go from there, but you can go lower, but you can definitely go higher. So, but I would say that's about right. Like I said, around 53,000 pesos a month to live modestly here. So not bad. I mean, I enjoy it. I like it. This is what I want, to live a little bit simpler. So, anyhow, if you have any questions, ask, and we'll try to answer any and all questions. But I don't know. That it?
Yeah, that's it. So that's the end of our vlog, guys. Please do subscribe, comment, and share it to your friends who wants to live here or come here in Siargao. And if they are if they want to know how much they need to spend in 1 month, or maybe this vlog will help them. All right, guys, thank you.